resource and enhanced try with resource. You can use any one generally. Okay, right. Here, note, NOT note. So today's class start with the note. Right. One small statement to be remembered here. The resources which are used with try with resource or enhanced try with resource. The resource must be implemented from java.lang.auto-closable. That's a rule. One rule is there like this. Now I am using one scanner class, part of auto close, try with resource. I am using one scanner class. I am using. The scanner class will come from util. Util. The scanner class implements from iterator and closable. Iterator and java.util. Extends. Right. So no need to remember iterator. Iterator will come in the collection anyway. So what I'm trying to say here is, here one closable is there. Closable. One closable. IO closable. IO closable. One interface. Closable. This also one interface. This also one interface. extends implements and here also implements. This closable java dot io dot closable. This closable extends from auto closable. Extends from auto closable. Auto closable one interface. This is from java.lang. So you must remember that auto closable. That's my intention. Auto closable. Automatically closed. That's the meaning actually. Now, the scanner class I am writing part of try with resource. I am writing. I am not using s dot close. So because I am not using finally block. So auto closable. I made a statement. Here. The resources which are declared with try are auto closable at the end of try block. In this process, no need to declare finally block. If you say this answer, interview they'll ask the question, how? Is there any reason behind it? Auto closable. Then you must say, scanner class is a implementation of auto closable. That is a rule. If it is auto closable, automatically closed. Can anybody can remember auto closable? Before in this class, somewhere you've seen auto closable. Where? Where? Sir, advanced Java, sir. Java P, java.sql dot connection. SQL dot connection. Can you see auto closable? There also diagram is there. In JDBC for also diagram is there. But I not given a notes on wrapper and auto closable. Why I not given a notes? If I touch auto closable, I must say try with resource. In advanced Java, that much of time not there for give it a notes, no? So who are coming from core Java, they'll understand. So auto closable is there means it is supporting auto closable process. So their connection can also auto closable only. So finally the statement note. The resources which are declared with the resources which are declared with the resources which are declared in try with resource statement. The resources which are declared in try with resource statement must be implemented from java.lang. Auto closable interface. The resources which are declared in try with resource statement must be implemented from java.lang.auto closable interface. Then only the resources are automatically closed. Then only the resources are automatically closed. Then scanner class is implemented or not. If they ask it, you must know hierarchy of scanner anyway. Simply, I'll paste that hierarchy of scanner. Hierarchy of scanner class. We paste that diagram. Just for remembrance purpose, that's all. Nobody will ask you to draw it anyway. Right. So, one more question. FAQ, last one. So, define java.lang.null pointer exception. Java.lang.null pointer exception. Java.lang.null pointer exception. Java.lang.null pointer exception. Right. Here pointer means indicator. Indirectly we are indicating. Just for demo purpose. Right. Look here. Suppose I am taking one string variable. Is equal to. So finding the length. Now system dot out dot str is equal to str dot to string. Now system dot out dot print length is equal to plus. So this is normal program, answer will come. Java program length 12. Issue not there. Now see. Here I'll take one null value, I'll take it. I am taking one null value. So str is equal to null. So one null value. Str is equal to null. I will run it. Exception will come now. Java.lang.null pointer exception. By line number 5. This one. Here null pointer exception. So null pointer exception raised. So null pointer exception will come. This variable is non-primitive data type variable because string comes under class category. Yes or no? Na? String comes under class category. And the variable is a non-primitive data type variable. This non-primitive data type variable holding null value. Using that null value, you are calling a method. Whenever we call the methods with null value, null pointer exception will come. The meaning is exception means disturbance. Disturbance because you are pointing to null value. Disturbance because you are indicating null value. That's the meaning of null pointer exception. Somebody will ask us, sir, in Java pointer not there? No, sir. Why null pointer exception is coming? They'll ask. Not that question, Andy. Pointers are not available in Java. Up to now, pointer chapter not there. No. If you see the course curriculum also, pointers not there. But daily addresses are there. No, 0x111, 0x2. Pointers not there, but addresses are there. Means internal pointers are there. External pointers are not there. In Java, external pointers not there. Means developer will not declare any pointer. He imaginate the pointer and go forward. That only happens up to now. So here null pointer exception means this null pointer exception is raised when we use non-primitive data type variable assigned with null value. When we use means we are using that variable to call one method or access a variable, anything. When we use non-primitive data type variable assigned with null value, null pointer exception will come. Make a statement. This java.lang.null pointer exception. Java.lang.null pointer exception is raised when we use non-primitive data type variable, assigned with null value. This java.lang.null pointer exception is raised when we use non-primitive data type variable assigned with null value. Here use means we are using that variable to access some method or some variable. That's the concept. So example program, roughly this program I'll paste there saying that null pointer exception is available for demo purpose only. Okay, now see there. With this, we keep an full stop for exception handle. In exception handle, what you learned? I'll scroll back. Programming components. Anyway, object-oriented programming going on. In exception handling, what you learned? Sir, I know the difference between exception versus error. I know the difference between exception and error. In Java, define error. If anybody asked when you go for interview, Java only, no, you'll go for interview on Java. Yes or no? Na? Nobody will give a C and C++ interview. Whenever you updated your resume, so Java interview only. Java interview. When you go for Java interview, define error. Means you must say, disturbance occurred from environment. We call it as error. when compared to exception. You must compare with exception. Then only opposite person can understand what you are speaking. Clarity and interview means whatever you speak, that should have in clarity. So number of questions answered are not important. Among that, one or two questions also with clarity you must answer. That point you have to point. He is asking a question, I must say all the answers because I must get a job. That is a phobia, student phobia. At last, I must say all the answers. He will try all the answers. He is asking 20 questions, I must try 20 questions. That is not interview. Among the 20, if you answer 8 questions correctly also, job will come. Why means that question what you answered, there's some analysis and clarity will be there. Here, nobody is 100% here. In the market, nobody is 100%. Don't try the 20 questions. Why I'm making that statement? Your engineering study, distinction also 70% only, not 100%. Company is accepting you having a subject 60% only, not 100%. Difference you're getting or not now? They are not asking the total Java. You know core Java, you know advanced Java, they'll ask it. They are asking parts only, not complete. Core Java, one package. Advanced Java, one package. Spring, one package. Based on that packages are coming now. Right. Among that also, some part only we are master, not all parts. So why I'm speaking that point means, whenever you are answering error, always the, if you go for C language and C++, logical error, syntactical error, compilation error, this kind of words are there for you. But in Java interview, define error means when compared to exception, error means disturbance occurred from environment. Then you will understand. Okay, he is speaking about error, comparing with the exception he is speaking. Then he will ask exception. So exception means my application disturbance. I constructed my application disturbance is exception. Why that exception will come? They'll ask a question to you. Exception means sometimes improper access. If it is a built-in improper access, I am accessing the file or database which is not connected, or I am making some calculations wrongly. That are the built-in disturbances. User defined means I only will plan a disturbance. Because of improper input, to restrict that input, I will create a disturbance and give a message to the user. Finally, the disturbance coming from my application, I call it as exception. So you know exception, you know error. And exception handling process. Exception handling process, you know, try, catch, constructing, and so on. Among this, I know try. Among this, I know catch. Sir, among this, I know. Finally, I know. And in this process, I know difference between throw and throws. I know throw and throws. In this process, I know the concept of rethrowing, exception, rethrowing, exception, rethrowing process, exception, rethrowing process, I know. And I know the hierarchy of throwable. Hierarchy of throwable. Under throwable, I know the difference between error class. Error one class is there, no? Error class. And I know exception class. Exception class. So these are the points you covered. Yes or no? These are the points you covered. These only your questions. Among that important question is, what is the difference between exception and error? What is the difference between throw and throws? Generally, when you answer throw and throws, they'll ask rethrowing, right? Here, try with the resource statement. Of course, that is a new feature introduced by Java 7. If you answer all these questions correctly, they'll ask, do you know? Try with the resource statement, you know or not? They'll ask it. A, B, C, D, E, F. Right. Try with resource statement. Resource statement. So these are the components covered. Sir, in my hierarchy here. Sir, in my hierarchy here. Sir, here one serializable is sitting, sir. What is this serializable? Understood now? Tomorrow you are coming to class, no? Yes or no? Na? No also yes only. Tomorrow 8 o'clock class. Okay, right. Tomorrow chapter is IO stream and file. IO stream and file means java.io. Tomorrow serializable is coming. Tomorrow serializable is coming. Okay, right. You are coming, one more batch is coming. 2 batches combined tomorrow. With you, one more batch is coming for that concept on Sunday. Okay, right. It's a single concept, this one. So, serializable notes will come by tomorrow. Got it right? Tomorrow I'll give the already, you are attending 11 a.m. no? Right. Yesterday I given a notes or not now? Java x.servlet implemented class object is non-serializable because which is not implemented from serializable. Yesterday 11 o'clock batch notes. Who are attending? I given a notes means serializable will convert your object into serialization. So tomorrow I'll speak about serializable in tomorrow's class. Okay, right. So this is the idea about your exception handling process. In object-oriented programming concept, what you are doing now? Sir, in object-oriented programming concept here, sir, I am learning how to present my programs in the form of class and object concept. Means creating subclasses, accessing with the object name. Sometimes on demand, developer provided flexibility of making some variables available in the class, making some methods available in the class. So learning that is known as object-oriented programming concept means presenting programs in class object concept. This is so object oriented programming means constructing programs. That's the meaning actually. But how you are constructing programs? Using class object means I'll take one subclass, I'll imaginate some variable, I will access. That presentation we call it as object oriented programming concept. Core Java completed means you are not like C programmers. C programmer means they'll write all in the main and go. Yes or no? Na? Because of this reason, C language only for interview and to pass your test. C language is not your carrier. Remember the statement what I made. C language is not your carrier. C language is to pass your examinations for your interview. That's all. So your carrier is your domain. Your domain means Java domain, Python domain, .NET domain, PHP domain. They are working domains. Database domain, UI domain, testing domain. They are your workplaces. So based on the interest you can there. Sir, I want to become a database related. Database is there now. Oracle apps also there now. Oracle apps is there. DBA is there. I want to become a UI, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Angular 13, Bootstrap. They had many Node.js. That is UI. Right. Testing means Selenium today. Everybody knows. So if it is a Java, our core, advanced, Spring Web Service, Python, core is there, advanced is there for them. Core Java is the core Python is there, advanced Python, Django is there. Some other they had some names. So .NET I don't know. .NET, PHP. They are all working domains. For all these common, who is C language is the common. C language means written test. Whenever you want to enter into company, you are a fresher, come. One examination, C paper. Why C paper? In the first year, C language will be there. Because they'll keep a C language paper. Freshers can write only C language now because you don't know project development in Java. You don't know project development in Python. You don't know project development in .NET. How can they give a questions directly? They will not give. So they'll give some C questions and some, what is that, CRT questions to filter you. When you completed that, our domain questions, this is our domain. That only point. So this is Sunday class, Sunday. This is Sunday. Understood now? Tomorrow that, no, sorry sir, not this. This is Sunday. Okay, right? So that is a tomorrow's class, single session. We starts, we ends. Small concept only. Java program interacting with the file storage. Already you interacted with the database by 11 a.m. now. So already you started interacting with the database by 11 a.m. You entered into HTML form. Interacting with HTML yesterday started now already. So who is pending means one file system is pending. Then why don't we cover that? We are calling one batch and we are covering that. So that already you are interacting with the database by 11 a.m. And day before yesterday and yesterday you started interacting with HTML forms already. So in between concept is pending. No, that concept I am bringing on Sunday. That's a plan. In the regular class, multi-threading and collections in the regular class will be running. Right? If possible, on demand, next Sunday also we'll work it. That is 30. If you work that Sunday, we can close the course. That's the plan. Right. Now this is, when you come to object-oriented programming features, classes means built-in classes, user-defined classes, some are synchronized classes, some are non-synchronized classes among built-in. Here synchronized, non-synchronized among user-defined. Here object means object is memory related to a class created part of heap area holding instance members of class or non-static members of class. Types of objects. User-defined class objects completed, string objects completed, wrapper class objects completed. These objects can be mutable or immutable. This is the object flower you covered or not now? Right. Now what is not covered, sir? Inheritance, okay. Yes or no? Right. Inheritance using, in between what are there now? Sir, 3 are there. Understood, right? Now, let us make these titles now. What is abstraction? What is encapsulation? What is polymorphism? We are concentrating. If we cover these 3, object-oriented features will be ended. And already alphabets ended. Yes or no? Na? Yes or no? You know, no? Alphabets ended, you know, no? Right. Alphabets completed. Now, here 3 features completed means features will be ended. And among concepts, you completed exception handle. You are in position to present your programs in concept. So these are pending. This only pending for you. For this, tomorrow I am covering this. These 2 in the regular classes. Networking only terminology, no programming. Because we are sending the programming for web services. Web service is an example of networking. Right. So finally, tomorrow if we cover this, from Monday onwards, only 2 topics in my hand. That's the plan I made. Got it right? Now, I must go with the titles of abstraction, encapsulation, and polymorphism. Before going there, This bank transaction, I given a solution for bank transaction. Do you remember? Yes or no? So three solutions are there for you. One with normally, one with anonymous, one with lambda. So convert that bank transaction model into exception handling process. Whatever you learned from exception handling process, you apply to bank transaction and convert it. So that is the assignment. Somewhere I will write the solution to you in the coming future. Assignment. Convert bank transaction process into bank transaction. Convert bank transaction application into exception handling process. Exception handling process. Look here, if we see bank transaction, here some else blocks will be there. Can you see else blocks? These else blocks, you have to convert into exception handling. Wherever the else box is there, they should come into your catch blocks that you write. Three programs are there for you, bank transaction. One with 1.6, one with 1.7, one with 1.8. Lambda expression, anonymous, normal implementation. Today, relaxedly sit and complete the three models into exception handle. Whether you are able to convert or not, you have to check it. Right? That you have to check it. From the above programs and above knowledge, you must find yourself whether you are able to convert them or not, you check it. Convert the three models into exception handle. The point. Here pin number check is there. Check pin number. You can convert this into exception handling or not, rethrowing. Right, like this. You convert and check it. Errors will come. Carefully handle it. First, you convert the first model. Interface, implementation, class names. That program you convert it. After converting, the same program modify and come into anonymous and lambda, then the answer will come. Don't sit on lambda expression program directly and try it. It creates headache to you. Okay, right. Technique is, until you get a practice, you go to old model, interface and implementation class that you construct into exception handle, convert into anonymous and come. Already model is there, copy it and write it. The point. So after this one now, we are going for define abstraction process. Abstraction process. Abstraction means actually, first I'll say one example. Always I repeatedly say this. When you go for ATM center example, to withdraw some 5,000 rupees, I went to one ATM center. I swiped my card there. I entered my PIN number. And I took the cash of 5,000. Within 3 milliseconds, the answer came out. So I got the cash also. Within the 3 milliseconds, what has been happened, that all hided. how they connected to the bank, how they checked my balance, from where the cash came, who is recording, that all has been hidden. That only abstraction. The process of hiding, the background actions which are not needed for the user. What are not needed for the user, we are hiding. What you needed, essential things, what the user needs, that we show it. What user needs in the ATM center, show his account name in the top, because he can know that I am the person there. After that, show the balance if possible. Display the balance or give slip to him after withdraw. Like this, 1 or 2 things I'll show to you. Remaining all I will not show. How I connected, where I connected, how I interacted with the bank, how I checked it. That all things has been hidden. The process of hiding the background actions which are not needed for the end user is known as abstraction process. That feature known as abstraction features. Sir, whenever I want to do this abstraction feature, how can I do? I can do with interface. I can do with interface. So already you are doing actually. 11 AM batch is the best example. Always advanced Java will be the best example to you, because all applications you can find there only. So the first program is second program is there, display servlet I taken, because many people attending my batch, I think. Display servlet I took it. Yesterday, I took one input.html there. Input.html I taken. This input.html will be running under web browser. This web browser is going to use one protocol, HTTP protocol. Now, from this HTML, the data is sent. So the request plus data is coming through the HTTP protocol. That's a concept. And the data will come to our servlet program. Right? And the data is available in our object. That only concept I explained to you. Right? Now, at last we are accessing the data from here. How it came, it has been hidden. Yes or no? How it came, it has been hidden or not now yesterday? You don't know how it came. But at last data is available in the request object or not now? That only interface. Interface is saying that I can support you for abstraction process. Abstraction process means you are a web application developer. Why you need this? Where I am binding, how I am carrying, why you need it? You want the data only, no? Click on the submit button and imagine the data available here. How it came, I will not show to you. Understood this point or not now? This concept is hidden again. How the data is kept in the HTTP header, how it is carried on the network, and how it is coming and dumping, we'll hide it. Understood this point now? So some things we are hiding from the end user. That feature we call it as abstraction. Abstraction is a feature of object-oriented programming language. The feature explanation is you can hide some actions which are not needed for the user. You can hide it. That feature we call it as abstraction. How can you construct that abstraction? Using interfaces and abstract classes. That's the concept. Make a statement. The process of hiding the background actions which are not needed by the end user. The process of hiding the background actions which are not needed by the end user is known as abstraction process. Which means through abstraction process, we show only essential information to the end user. End user means user. The process of hiding the background actions which are not needed by the end user is known as abstraction process, which means through abstraction process we show only essential information to the end user. What you want it, that only we show. In the yesterday's diagram of servlet also, you want the data must be available to your servlet. We are giving, that's all. Remaining all we are hiding. Understood or not now? This kind of feature, if you want to design it, servlet will be very interesting if you understand correctly. If you attend 11 AM batch bit correctly till the ending, the level of servlet will be increased. It will be more interesting also. Because HTML forms started, no? Their check boxes will come, radio buttons will come, combo boxes will come. That all we are submitting the data in 11 AM. Whatever the data you submitted, where they are available, if you can understand that concept, you can become a developer. That only major. Yesterday you understood already. The data is available in the request you understood. So whatever the forms you are designing in HTML, if you submit it, the data is available. How it is available means through HTTP protocol. How it is binded means you not needed, no. So they are hiding. That's a concept. That process we call it as abstraction, right? Note, NOT note. In Java, we use interfaces and abstract classes. In Java, we use interfaces and abstract classes to construct abstraction process. To construct abstraction process. So what are the interface programs are there in your core Java book? They are demo actually. That all comes under abstraction. The best example of abstraction is servlet codes. In the servlet programming, the data submitted from HTML, hidden by the user, how the data is traveling, we don't know. But the data is available in one object directly. We are accessing. So some part is hidden, some part is shown to me. That concept we call it as abstraction feature. It's a theory. Now make it FAQ. Define encapsulation process. Define encapsulation process. Encapsulation means keeping all the programming components together. We call it as encapsulation. So the process of binding, all the programming components into a single unit. The process of binding all the programming components into a single unit class. The process of binding all the programming components into a single unit class is known as encapsulation process. Encapsulation process. Look here. I given a complete structure of the class interface now. Do you remember? I brought this here. Now class can hold variable, methods, blocks, constructors, features, inner classes, inner abstract classes. Right. Actually, complete construction is over. Actually, last 2-3 days, I added exception handling components. Exception handling components. Exception, CPTION. Exception handling components. We are adding try, catch, finally, throw, and throws. We are adding them to your class. You can add them to interface also, no problem. Because concrete methods came, no, you can add it, try catch. But we never use it, but you can add it. Try, catch, finally, throw, and throws. Exception handling components. Because abstract class is like your class only, no? You can have it. So this is encapsulation. Encapsulation means all are kept together. So on that day, exception handling components are not there in the class. Today you can write them. Try, catch, finally you can write them. So finally today encapsulation ended. Encapsulation means binding together. That only. Today we completed complete encapsulation has been ended. So all I kept it. Everything I kept it. Try, catch, finally also you can keep it. Make a statement. Today, the day one I started the class, do you remember? The day one, whenever I started my programming, I will start. Class is a structured layout in Java. Yes or no? Structured layout. Today, the structure layout is in front of you. Yes or no? Na? Yes only. No, not there again. Ending, no? One structure I given to you, by had it. That one structure, Java developer close his eyes means that structure should be in the mind. So class is one structured layout generating objects. Understood this point or not now? The class has capability of holding some components memory. That only static components memory. That only concept. Right? Okay. This is complete structure available to you because I written on the day to you. Class is a structured layout. And that a student will ask one or two questions. I will not answer them because it is not a single day process to speak to you. These many days I took it to complete one structure. Student don't know the depth and in core, in demo class, what student can understand. In a first sitting in 1 hour, he asks 10 questions. How the answers will come to you? He'll ask some questions. We'll never answer them. Because if you're really learner, they'll travel with us. If we travel with us, subject will come. Sitting in, some students will carry some questions will come. But suddenly they'll ask a question, we never answer them. We are ready to answer it also, you cannot understand it. We are ready to answer them also, you cannot understand. We never answer them. Why we never answer, if after answering also, if we don't understand, Venkatesh are not explained properly, they'll think it. Because anyway, you will not understand, no? So we never answer few questions, we postpone them. Today, structured layout on that day, I asked you to underline and keep it. And I asked you to underline objects. Today, you know object. Object is a memory holding the non-static members. Object is created in the heap area. You know many things about object today. On that day, I said, class can hold variable, methods, and main, I said. But actually, main also method only, static method actually. What are the rules available for that static method? Same rules available for main. But I separated that main. After a few days, I separated that class as two classes. One is subclass, one is main class. Why I separated? You understood in servlet programming. Main not there. Yes or no? In servlet programming, main is available or not available? Not available. Because of this reason, in core Java, I separate the main method. I write in the main class. I never touch that main class. The reason in advanced Java, main method is not there. Who knows? Trainer knows what is happening in the future. Because of that, I separate them. Student will ask it. Sir, if I write in a single program, what happened? We must not hurt the student, no? You write it, we'll say. Nothing wrong, you write it. But again, I'll add one tag. in Java not preferable. You must not practice. That is a C language, we say. Then student may understand or may not understand, we don't know. We make a statement. But the student who is traveling with me slowly, when you come to servlet programming today, you can understand. Main method is not available in the servlet program. Because of this reason, core Java trainers will move that main method, separate and train it. And they remove that main method in the advanced Java. That's a major reason actually. Sir, main method is not working. Sir, main method error coming. Sir, means skip it. Sir, scanner class skipping the data after reading numeric value means we'll explain. After that, we never concentrate. The reason scanner class not available in your servlet programming. Now it is least burden or not now? That skipping the data is a least burden now. Then why student has to stop that level only? We ask them to move forward. You skip it and come forward because that is not available. Who knows that? Trainer knows that that is not available. Because we give small explanation, we move the student forward. Very forcefully we move it. Understood this point? For everything, one reason is there. Because we write the note session, we move the students bit forward and come. On that day, I took variables. So that class on that day can hold variable and methods. But today, the class can hold variables, methods, blocks, constructors, features, inner classes, inner interfaces, inner abstract classes, try, catch, finally, throw, throws. So these many components one class can hold. So class is one biggest encapsulation component in Java. Why Java language? Many people tried replacement of your language, Andy. Whether you know or not, I don't know. Many people tried the replacement of Java. It is not possible. They are coming with a parallel domain. No other choice. Many people tried that also. Since many years, the trial is going on. Java came into market by 2004 as a tiger. It started alerting this technological world. We became very stronger today. The people has to take the support from us. They cannot replace it. That only happened today. No choice. You cannot replace us. You have to use us. That only advantage of Java. You have to use it. Another technology tools people, wherever you travel also, whenever you want to go to one cloud computing, at last you have to take the support of Java. At last you must link to Java. That only happened today. Because of this reason, Java domain, many years also enhancement coming, replacement will not come. But Java, when compared to other language, frankly speaking, bit lengthy will be there, lengthy code will be there. That only problem for fresher point of view, students' psychological point of view, Java is very hard, they'll say. Because nowadays trend engineers are habituated not to work more. They will not work more. Today's engineers will not work more. Very easily the technology should come. They habituated to that level. They feel Java is harder. Not beyond that, nothing is there. We learned, no. I am also a human being, no. We are all burnt onto this earth with empty brain only, no. So based on the proper training only, mind will be trained. If we can read more, the mind will be trained. If we can concentrate one domain daily for 20 to 25 days, research says no, 21 days on one concept, daily if we think it, that will be in the mind. For 21 days, if we don't think about one component, you'll forget it. That's what research says. 21 days concentratingly, morning to evening, you think about Java. By 22nd day, only Java will be there with you. For 21 days, don't open Java book. You open mobile phones and so on. At last, the mobile phone videos will be there in the mind. Java will not be there. Means what? Mind will be trained. It takes 21 days to train. You to keep one concept in the mind, 21 days train. Research only says. Right? Okay. At last, that is the structure. So read it. If possible, draw it. If anybody asks, draw one box, variable, method, block, construct. This is class, interface. This is abstract class. Draw on the paper and show it. That will add more advantage to you. If practice, practice this layout. If anybody asked, take one paper and write it and show. This is class, this is interface, this is abstract class. So they are all encapsulation components. Make it here. Class in Java is a class in Java is a collection of variables, methods, blocks, constructors. Class in Java is a collection of variables, methods, blocks, constructors, features. Features means extending from the class, right? Inner classes, inner interfaces, inner abstract classes, and exception handling components. Try, catch, finally, throw, and throws. The same way, interface in Java is a collection of variables, concrete methods, abstract methods, features, inner classes, inner interfaces, inner abstract classes, and exception handling components. Try, catch, finally, throw, and throws. Abstract class in Java is a collection of variables, concrete methods, abstract methods, blocks, constructors, features, inner classes, inner interfaces, inner abstract classes, and exception handling components. Try, catch, finally, throw, and throws. After that, comparison diagram will be pasted once again there. So comparison diagram will be pasted there. Features means extending from class. extending from class, a class can have, class can use the members of another class. That's called features. So all of you by heart that layout and today, if possible, by heart it. So if we can by heart that, all are available there only. All information available there only. So practice that, right? Once you can speak on them also very easily. Right. Now look here. When I scroll back again here, in object oriented features, abstraction means interfaces and abstract classes. Interfaces and right. So using interfaces and abstract classes, we can achieve abstraction. Abstraction means hiding the background actions which are not needed to end user. That is possible with interface and abstract class. Encapsulation means binding all. Binding all programming components into a single unit class. So the class construction is encapsulation. What is pending means polymorphism is pending, right? This polymorphism is Monday class, 25th. But tomorrow, 24th is IO stream and files. That's the plan. Okay, right? So the plan is now continuation polymorphism actually. Okay, right? So the flow will be like this. After this, I must go with polymorphism actually. 25/4/2022 polymorphism in Java. Small discussion, but tomorrow class is there no anyway. So Sunday, this is Sunday. That is 24/4/2022 Sunday. That is by 8 o'clock at 8 a.m. classes. This is IO streams. IO streams and files. The topic. All of it clear? Right. Tomorrow 8 o'clock, same room. 8 o'clock. So IO streams and files. Got it right? So it is a single concept. Nothing is there. Stream definition, types of streams, binary stream, character stream. 2 programs. After that, serialization, deserialization, 1 program. 3 programs are there. With the 3 programs, I am interacting with the file storage. How to interact with the file system. The small concept only. Correctly takes 2.5 hours. It takes correctly. Okay, right. 2.5 hours, maximum 3 hours. I'll give a break. 8 o'clock, I'll start it. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. In between, I'll give a break. No problem. No problem. Let us complete it. Yes or no? No problem. After that, many Sundays you can take a rest. No, many Sundays you are taking no already. So this Sunday I planned for you. Yeah, your batch is under my plan this Sunday. Okay, right. 2 batches I'm calling anyway to compensate some topic. So if I complete IO streams and files, Monday, Tuesday, polymorphism will be there. So from Wednesday onwards, collection framework will be started. Arrays collection map will be started. It takes 6 days time and 6 sessions. So almost that only major topic actually. After that, multi-threading 2 sessions only. So from there onwards, 8 sessions or 10 sessions will be there. We are nearer to the course anyway. So if we can work tomorrow, I can give a batch in time to you. That's a plan. But right. Anyway, I'm free by tomorrow. I'm coming. Okay, right. So thank you very much. Can we take a break? Right. I'll upload the notes, read the notes and come. Any doubts you can ask and go. Still time is there. Half an hour time. 20 minutes time is there. Okay, right. Take a break. Thank you very much for today. So online students join with the same link. Online students join with the same link.